If you want a Dodge Viper and you have a family, just get the Ram SRT 10. Welcome back to another episode of Mod Stars. I'm your host Z. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And this is episode 8, the final episode of the Mopar Wars. That is me addressing all the Mopar on Mopar crime I've seen over the last 2 years. And it's crazy. It's this weird mentality ladder that at the top of the ladder, people think if it's not a Hellcat or a Trackhawk, then it's garbage. And at the bottom of the ladder, people think if it's not at least a Hemi V8, in this case, like a V6 or a turbo 4-cylinder, then those cars are garbage. And that couldn't be any further from the truth. Today, we're going to talk about a V10. And I'm pretty sure, because they're not made anymore, the same people are going to say, oh, it's garbage, not just because it's different from them, but it's literally by displacement above the ladder, this mentality ladder. But anyways, this series has been and always will be for people who want to get a Mopar and don't know what to get. You have plenty of options. For those who have one and don't know what you can do with it, you have plenty of options. For all the cool Mopar people out there, this is not addressing you in any way. You can either enjoy this or ignore this. For all the negative Nancy's in the Mopar community and car culture, period, that inspire me to make these videos, not just this series, but this entire channel, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep trolling. Keep lying about how fast your car is by any means necessary. Keep making excuses. Keep getting offended by my videos. I know you don't listen to them. Keep trolling. Keep hating. Just don't cry more when people know how to beat your car. Don't cry more when people know how to fight back against bullies. But I digress. We're going to talk about the Ram SRT 10. And first, we're going to talk about common issues which are found in Rams, period. So, check the brakes, the 4-piston brakes. They've been known to seize from 05 to 06. Check the oil lines, power steering lines, and the recirculating door. And the Ram SRT 10 came with 2 different transmission options. One was a 48RE automatic transmission, which is more commonly found in the 4-door trucks. And then there's the T56 manual transmission, which is more commonly found in the 2-door SRT 10 trucks. Now, this is a truck that doesn't get the recognition it should, though I understand why. To put it simply, it's a Viper engine in a truck. And yes, there was a separate V10 that came in the Ram, but that was more of a gas alternative to the Cummins diesel engine. It was more of a workhorse, but that's a conversation for another time in another video. This is a very niche build approach, and I understand it could get expensive, but let's step away from that and focus on why we're even talking about it. Again, it's the engine. We're going to talk about Vipers really quick and just the potential that they have and what people are doing with them, not just today, but they have been for the past decade or so. 2 examples are Nth Moto and Calvo Motorsports. In my opinion, Nth Moto is the best shop out there that builds twin turbo, or just not even twin turbo, even all motor Vipers, period, from a holistic performance build perspective, aka my opinion. And again, conversation for another video for another time. But take that performance and put that into this truck. Not only are you looking at one of the most unique trucks out there, but done right, it could be one of the fastest too. I'm not just talking about fastest truck in your area, but probably even in the country, depending on your application. That being said, as I mentioned, it does have the 8.3 liter Viper V10, makes about 500 horsepower to the crank and 525 pound-feet of torque to the crank. They weigh about 5,130 pounds. And by the time I made this video, you can find them anywhere from 30 to 45 grand. And what I've noticed is that the 4-door trucks are a bit more affordable. Now, with the 48RE transmission, again, it's shared with the Cummins diesel Rams, and just a quick Google or YouTube search can tell you that when these things are built, it can handle a lot of power, specifically a lot of torque. For example, you have the high pressure transducer that the Rams Cummins also uses. You can get a triple disc torque converter and just a full rebuild on the engine to handle crazy amounts of power and torque. And just for the potential of the manual transmission, I know I may be repeating myself, but it's important. Hawks Motorsports, for example, has a T56 build that's rated for 1,000 pound-feet of torque. T56, if I'm not mistaken, is the same manual transmission that is used not only in the Challenger SRT 8, but the Dodge Viper as well. So when I say that it handles 1,000 pound-feet of torque, it could. And depending on how crazy you drive or how often you do, you could probably handle a lot more power than that too. It depends on, again, how deep your pockets are. Now, there are two shops that you may not know about that not only build Vipers, but the Ram SRT10 as well. And I'm going to share those with you today. One is JMB Performance, which I believe has the record, the quarter-mile record for the SRT10 Ram. And I'll leave a link in the description below on that video. And also Powerplant Motorsports, which does a really great job at supercharging the Viper engine vehicles. I'll leave their videos below as well. Now, JMB Performance is really a one-stop shop, from what I can see on their website at least, from just resto mod projects, maintenance on cars, rebuilding vehicles, not just the V10s, but all different Mopars, SRT4s, things of that nature. The list goes on. But talking about the performance applications that they can provide for the SRT10 and, of course, the Viper, you could do an all-motor build, supercharger build, or even a custom turbo build. And as we've seen, a twin turbo Viper is insane. A supercharged Viper is very competitive. An all-motor one, if anybody does it more than what I've seen, and a handful of people have done it enough, and they get down, and it's just a lot of fun, especially something that you could probably drive daily, just how simple it is. And that's just a simple heads cam type of approach. And then, yeah, I'll be quiet. Anyways, the potential on this platform to me is really exciting and impressive, and I'm surprised not more people do it. But then again, like I said, I understand why. But that's it. I mean, that's all I really have to say about it is, do your research, like I always say. Check the maintenance on the car, test drive it, have a plan, make a budget, make it happen. This is the final episode of the Mopar Wars. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Yes, I'll get back to the more sleeper cars right after this and a few other cars I want to share. Like, subscribe, and share. If you don't know, now you know, but do what you want to do. Happy holidays.